contest master, fellow Toastmasters and guests, and especially Lola. Congratulations on buying your new house. This is a very entertaining speech. You had a great story to it, and you did something that was wonderful. You started your speech with a question. Who's ready to help me move? You'll notice I didn't jump up. But it's a great way to engage the audience, and you used that beautifully. I think you had our attention right away. Anybody in the audience who has lived in a house or owns a house can identify and empathize with the story you had to tell us. Your organization was very good. You had a very clear beginning. You told us about your objective about buying a house, that initial flush of excitement about the process. 12 houses in one day? Got to be a record from somebody. And then we could see that as you saw more and more houses, there was this drop in enthusiasm and this nadir of reviewing not the good things about the houses, but the weird things, because they started standing out more. And then to the end, you could see that you were starting to have some success. You were getting closer to narrowing in on what you wanted, which was very good. And the victory of finding a place that you and your wife were both happy with, in a place that you wanted to live. Great ending. It was a lovely progression that I liked very much. There was also a nice backstory here about marriage, wasn't there? If you forget about the house and that whole process, I really liked the way you talked about the way you and your wife interacted on this. It was very clear to me that this was a great team, that you were complementary, that like most men and women, you might have looked at things differently, but you were united towards coming to a common goal. I liked that very much. The delivery, I have a couple of suggestions I might offer. One is that you seemed uncomfortable with what to do with your hands sometimes. And that's an advanced skill that you can work on. I think any speaker can work on it. Sometimes I feel a little self-conscious about it myself. And the second thing is, I know you were ill last week, and you might not have had the preparation time that you would have liked, but you had notes, and it was clear to me several times that you were looking down them and were relying on them. But you didn't have crutch words, and you used pauses very nicely. I thought that was well done. And in closing, I loved the bit where you said the backyard is flat and conducive to soccer. And it seems to me that now that you and your wife have this lovely house in a town that is just beautiful, all you need now are some players to join you in that backyard. Thank you for a lovely speech. Well done.